clear technical difficulties like they didn't want me to start the show. But yo, we about to go, and I know that y'all been waiting for a while, and now we here in the blue room. You like that style? It looks kind of crazy to me. I don't know how it looks to you, but here's what we're gonna do. I'm glad to be here on a Wednesday night, hump day. We got to do something, one day. And I'm live and coming through. And I'm glad to see me here and with you. And we do what we came to do. So let's get this thing going on through. What's up, crew? Yo, my name is Sun75 and I do things my way. And I know that Friday is the beginning of the weekend, but I'm speaking to you 2 days before then. And we're going to make sure that we make it hot. So are y'all ready here to rock the spot? The title of the show is Women Need to Bring Something to the Table. Yeah, are they willing and able to make their assets really known? Can you do something for me besides bone? Yo, well, I'm asking a question, trying to see if you're going to make a suggestion. But some things matter in the beginning of a relationship. Are you hip? Do you feel the tip? That's the tip, the top. We gonna do this thing. We do it nonstop. And when the beat drops, actually, when the emotion stops, it's the Daily Go Getimism show, y'all. Now, something looks weird to me. Like it looks too blue. Hold on, let me see. I need to get this camera together or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like blue. I know the background is blue, but I don't know, man. Like, is it just me? But it looks too blue. It looks too blue. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna make it rock. Look, it's the Daily Go Getimism show, Hump Day Wednesday, the 23rd of October. October is just about out of here. It is officially Scorpio season. Shout out to all them bugs out there, them Scorpio. They bugs, baby. They bugs. But I ain't mad at none of them. Tonight we're talking about, do women need to bring something to the table? Do women need to bring something to the table? Y'all who are on social media are probably right on this topic. There's a lot of talk on social media for years about, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? And when people ask what you bring to the table, they're basically asking, like, besides your looks, besides sex, what do you have of value? What is good with you? What do you have that would be attractive to somebody that was trying to see you, that was trying to date you, that was trying to get with you, that was trying to make a life with you? Do you have some kind of sustainable energy? Do you have something that will last way past the dating stage, way past the bedroom action? Do you have something that will make a person want to be with you beyond just the love that they have for you? So that's what we're talking about tonight. Oh, let me go ahead and put the number up in here. Because the number is, the lines are working tonight. That's always a blessing. So let me put that in the chat. Let me see. Y'all know how that goes. And I'm sorry I'm late, y'all. If y'all only knew what I had to go through to get this show up, it wouldn't, on the other device that I use, it just wouldn't pop up. It wouldn't allow me to create the show. So I had to use another device. And now with this blue look, I'm wondering if something is wrong with Blog Talk. I'm sorry, if something is wrong with YouTube. It has been acting funny lately. So, but let me see. I put the number to call up in there. What's going on, my people? What's going on, man? T. Carey, right? Morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And Stacey White, thanks for coming on through, holding it down for the D. Yeah, I see you. And Emily Dunlap is in the house. Bow, she about to turn it out. And I see a Acid X Touch. What's going on? Thanks for coming on through. Glad for the day you was born. And V, what up, V? Yo, you are somebody that I'm glad to see. So that's what we're talking about tonight. Now, I'm trying to figure out this thing. Why does it look so blue? This shit is crazy. I don't know. That don't look funny to y'all? It don't look funny to y'all? This looks crazy to me. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm wondering, like, hold on, man. Hold on. We gonna see about this shit. For real. We gonna see about this. Nothing. It's just clear and blue. I don't know what this is. I do not know what this is. I'm going to try something. Let me see something. Let me see something before we get started. Because it got me wondering if, wait a minute. No, that don't do nothing. So I was wondering if the blue was messing up the white balance, which wouldn't make any sense. So what if I try to cover that up? If I try to cover up it does seem like that kind of fixes it, right? Let me see something. Does it look better against the black? It does, doesn't it? Probably has something to do with your camera sensor. It's not jiving with the blue shade or of the black top or backdrop. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Y'all just excuse me for a second. Cause I can't deal with that. Shit. No, because it's still, I don't know, it's better. Is it better like that? Wait a minute. You said it is that? It's better now? All right. Okay. All right. So, in order, damn. All right, I gotta take one down. I'm sorry about this, y'all, but I can't. One thing I cannot put up with is bad audio or bad video. So we going to do it like this. Okay. All right. Y'all sure it's better? Has it made the adjustment? All right. Hold on. Get this backdrop ready. Well, anyway, while I'm folding up the backdrop, we're talking about, do women need to bring something to the table? So as y'all know, any of y'all who are on social media, we hear brothers talking about this all the time. About women bringing something to the table, or women are asking what men bring to the table. And when we're talking about bringing something to the table, we're basically asking what kind of attributes, what kind of qualities do you bring into a situation of dating? Like, what do you? It's almost like asking what are you good for? What are you good for? All right, hold on. Y'all not supposed to see all of that, but we fam, right? It's definitely better. Damn, man, that blue was doing what it wanted to do. Sheesh, that was scary. I couldn't. Now I'm like, damn. I was feeling all good. I was like, yo, I got a new backdrop. Yeah, this thing is gonna be nice. Yeah, that sure went down in flames. But we right now. We good. Levels is good. Levels good. What's up, Vita B? Vita B, what's good? Good to see you. And Emily said it's a blue moon outside. And V, you're probably right. Something about the camera sensor. It wasn't feeling that. I'm gonna try it with the other camera. Because normally I use this device in order to tape, but it wasn't. I don't know. Something was going on with the YouTube app, and it wasn't even letting me create the show. All right, Vita, my man Troy McNeil is all up in the house. What's good? Good to see me some you. Word up. All right. V said the orange shirt might be too loud too for the camera. No, because I've worn the shirt before, so I know it wasn't that. It was that backdrop, because it was just making everything blue. And now everything look normal. Look, we're normal, Mom. So he says maybe you should put that green polo button up to go with that blue black backdrop. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see if it was if it was truly the backdrop on tomorrow's show or whatever. I'm gonna try the blue again with the other camera and see if that cures the problem, because I have a feeling that maybe this camera might be the problem. But look, do women need to bring something to the table? What comes to your mind immediately when you hear, what do you bring to the table? If you've been dating or whatever, you've probably heard somebody ask you, what do you bring to the table? Now, honestly, I think that's a little revealing. I mean, I'm sorry, it's a little rude to ask somebody what they bring to the table, because you're basically asking them what they're good for. And in a dating situation where you may not even know if you're serious about a person, what does it matter what you bring to the table? Because whatever I bring to the table, you're either going to be able to use it, eat it, or reject it. Like, so what probably needs to be established before anything else is, do I even want to go to the table with you? You talking about bringing something to the table. Do I would even want to sit at the table with you? There are a lot of ways to get together, and there are even more ways to separate from each other. You understand what I'm saying? So when we hear somebody talk about what somebody brings to the table, and I hear this conversation a lot. I don't know about y'all, but I hear this conversation a lot. What do you bring to the table? And I see memes that saying things like, when a man isn't controlled with sex, women get intimidated because they know that they have to bring something more to the table. Now, when you hear something like that, what are you thinking of? What are the things that come to your mind? Like, what is somebody really trying to say? What do you bring to the table? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I bring to the table? I see that we have a caller on the line already. Caller, you ready already? and they called in early. So we're gonna see about that in a minute. We're gonna see about it in a minute. Just give me a couple of minutes. You know what I mean? I have to get my broadcast legs, get my broadcast legs a little stronger before I come grab you on the line. Just so please bear with me for a second. I know you can hear everything that we're saying. But I'll be right with you with the last number 7619. Let's see. It says San Pedro 92 says, all right, cool. You have good points, but you better vote for Trump, Playboy. Well, I ain't better do nothing. I do what I want to do, say what I want to say, go where I want to go, talk to who I want to talk to, and you can't stop nothing over here because if you even try, you're probably bluffing. I got a lot going on, and I'm a show and prove, and I'm going to do what I wanted to, and y'all move the way you move, and I move the way I do, and there ain't nobody going to stop me. They might stop you because you might be stoppable, but I'm not, so I do everything I got to do to hit the spot, and I got a lot coming to the table. I can bring a bunch of tales and fables and all kinds of stuff like stables before the horses, and I could take all kinds of college courses and learn what I gotta learn, take my turn. But if you vote for Trump, then you might burn, because that motherfucker is off the rocker. Y'all vodka drinking motherfuckers, suckers and losers. Yeah, he said that shit about the military. That shit is getting kind of scary. Are you prepared for the Freddie and Jason? Your mom is up in the alleyway basing, or she might be taking them pills. Yo, fentanyl, that shit is crazy, and it kills. But the skills that she might have had, and yo, sucking up the wood. No, I'm just playing with you. But listen, yeah, I'm not voting for Donald Trump. So that's out. That's out. I am voting for Kamala Harris, and I hope she wins. And I hope she wins in a landslide. Because, yo, Trump got to go. I want him up out of here. I don't want to see him or hear that irritating ass voice ever again. I want him gone. Like, whatever you think needs to be done in order for a person to be gone, triple that, quadruple that. Okay. V says, I don't listen to any of that kind of ideology or expectations that people talk about. If you fall in love with someone, whatever they have brought with them works perfectly until it doesn't. That's true. But in these days of dating, and you know, so you have a lot of internet dating. You have a lot of ways to be able to meet people and hook up with people, link up with people than you may have had a long time ago. Before, mostly we met people in person, or we were introduced to people by other people that we knew, and we took it from there. Nowadays, you can log on either on a dating site, social media sites. A lot of people use social media for dating, which is why a lot of people are turned off by social media. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think that, well, a lot of people use social media for a dating site. And it doesn't help that Facebook has Facebook dating. So you may be in an innocent situation where you're not trying to meet nobody on there. You're not trying to hook up with nobody. But your spouse or whoever loves you, they don't understand that shit because you on your phone all the time, always on the app and all the time. And, you know, if you have the type of person, if you linked up with the type of person that's always seeing who's liking your posts or commenting on anything that you put up, it can get in the way. It's not a good look. V says, yeah, LOL. Dating has changed for sure. It has. I've never seen so many people who don't know each other being together. But that's what we got. So when we talk about what do you bring to the table? In my mind, I'm thinking that you're probably not even serious with a person yet. Because if you have to ask what a person brings to the table, then you haven't vetted them yet. Y'all probably haven't gone out a lot. Y'all probably haven't even met. You probably are. You're basically, you know, dating from the standpoint of a profile. Because think about it, social media, internet dating. You have a profile that lists all your hobbies, your interests, your attributes, where you work, whatever information that you choose to present or make public to people. They kind of see what you're working with. And I'm thinking, like, in person, like I'm trying to imagine, meeting a new woman, like, yo, I'm really feeling you. I'm interested in getting to know you better, but I like to take you out, have a good time, you know what I'm saying? See what happens, see if we like each other and go from there. But first, I need to know what you bring to the table. Like, I'm trying to imagine doing this. Like, yeah, well, what do you bring to the table? Like, like, what are you good for? Can you cook? Can you clean? You know how to raise children? Are you family oriented? Do you have a job? How much you get paid? What do you drive? You got your own place? You rent or own? You have a degree, high school diploma? Do you go to work every day? You know what I mean? Are you partial public assistance? Do you receive spousal support or child support? Or like I couldn't imagine doing that. But the way people are making it seem out here, like, yeah, it's a legitimate question. Yeah, what do you bring to the table? Like, since your expectations of me are that I'm going to provide, I'm going to pay for everything, I'm going to perform sexually to a certain degree or whatever. I'm going to hold down the family. I'm going to be your I'm going to be your protector and your provider. And another P, your protector, your provider, your penis giver. What about you? What do you bring to the table besides a fat old ass and big titties, your looks and some sex? Is it a legitimate question? I don't know. Like I said, I couldn't see myself coming like that. But evidently, it's happening out here. People are doing it. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Do me that one little favor. We rolling now. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. I need that right now because YouTube is treating me like a clown. I don't understand. They playing with my numbers or something ain't right. I'm not slumbering. I'm not sleeping on it. I see it's a plan and I don't know why they coming at black man. Are you related to Kevin Samuels? Why? Is my last name Samuels? Do we look alike? The man been dead for what, like 2 years? Like I'm not mad at you or nothing like that, but I mean, it's kind of like a dumb question. And the question kind of answers itself. But I realize, sometimes you just have to have something to say. Okay. I mean, it's late night. Wherever you are, it's still late. You know what I'm saying? All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take the caller who's been waiting on the line for a good little while now. Wait. Before I do that, let's get dressed. Let me throw on my shit and throw the digs on. Because we got started late, I might just have to give y'all the outfit outright. Because y'all be taking too long to vote. You do. Y'all be taking too long to vote, man. I love y'all, but y'all be taking too long to vote. So I might have to circumvent the vote. So, all right. So which one y'all want to wear? Cow Bones in the house, y'all. Bone time. Cow Bones. The cow bones. The one on the left, the one in the middle, or the one on the right. Pretty much the first vote is going to win. The one right? Yeah, good. The one on the right wins. There you go. The one he wins. We ain't got a lot of time, man. I hope y'all win tomorrow. All right, let me give y'all the ocular proof. Wait a minute. How does the audio sound, y'all? How's the audio? Do I sound crazy? Do I sound choppy? Like, because I'm using this other device and I don't think it likes this mic. All right, come on. Hold on. All right. Look at that. Y'all looking good. Looking good. Looking real good. You know what I'm saying? Looking good. Looking nice. Looking nice. Yeah. Ladies, you looking pretty. Looking beautiful. Looking sexy. Looking sweet. Looking gorgeous. Yeah, y'all looking real fine tonight. Brothers, y'all looking handsome. Looking suave. Looking debonair. Looking smooth. You got on your soft stuff. Yeah. Take a screenshot. Give me what you got to take a screenshot. You know you like it a lot to take a screenshot. You know how it go to take a screenshot. Yeah, you roll it with, oh, all right, you good? We good? Take a screenshot, y'all. You good? All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, TK, right, says, I've been saying that since the beginning. It sounds a little scratchy. Sounds a little scratchy. Is anybody else experiencing that? Is anybody else experiencing that where it sounds where the audio sounds funny? Anybody else? Is it clear or is it not? I mean, I need to know before we move forward. How does the audio sound? Am I sounding? Is it CD quality? Is it like a scratch vinyl record, or what is it? Yo, y'all taking too long to answer. What the hell? So yeah, it's a bit loud and crackling. All right, hold on. Let me try this. All right, how about now? How about now? How about right now? I unplugged the mic. Yo, we don't need the mic. Yo, we gonna still come out right. Yo, what about now? We good now? All right, so now we're using the phone audio. That's why I didn't want to use this device. But all right, I mean, whatever. All right, we're gonna take the caller. Caller with the last number 7619. Thank you for holding. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. What's on your mind tonight? What's good?
Us women provide everything.
Oh, Lord.
Everything you have, we bring it all to the table. And you know this.
Oh, yeah? Tell me how.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pussy
what?
Clean, pussy wet.
You're not even a woman.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I sexually identify as she, her, they.
You see how easy it was for you to surrender? If you were a woman, you wouldn't have done that. You don't bleed.
I am a woman.
The only way you bleed every 28 days is if somebody punches you in the face once a month. Other than that.
I am a woman.
Oh, yeah?
What, do you not agree with trans rights?
What is it? You said you were a woman.
I am a woman.
If you were trans, you wouldn't call yourself a woman.
Well, I'm a woman.
Then you're not a trans. And if you're a trans, then
I was born a woman. Okay, I'm not trans. I'm a woman then. I was born a woman. That is how it works.
No, you weren't. You weren't born a woman.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
What was I born then? How do you know?
You probably have an Adam apple bigger than my dad's.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what is?
Whatever you just said.
Okay. Well, like I said, you're not a woman. You called in too early. See, had you waited a while, then I would have thought that you were serious. But I knew as soon as I started the show and you called in, that means that you're a troll. You're not that good,
No,
though.
I am a woman.
You're a troll.
I am a woman.
But look, listen, I'm a good sport. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to say whatever it is that you need to say. So I suggest you make the best of it. So,
okay.
So go ahead.
I am a woman. 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 Trump 2020.
Okay. All right. Well, that escalated. You love it or hate it. I'm glad I waited. I knew as soon as I started up the show and he called in, then I could easily know that shit wasn't going to go right because he called way too early into the night before he even knew the subject. When I was putting the backdrop on, he gonna stop. Warn me. He warned me and I warn you. You know how it is and y'all know how we do. I need y'all to hit the like button because y'all not doing it. And I need y'all tonight. Get to it, please. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752. I got you, Troy. Give me a second. I got you. Yeah, we're talking about, do women need to bring something to the table? Do women need to bring something to the table? You know, if you've ever been asked that before, let me ask y'all that. I mean, because I don't remember seeing anybody answer that question. Has anybody asked any of you, what you bring to the table? Now, it's not out of bounds that somebody would ask you that, because years ago, a popular question that people who were dating each other or who were interested in each other were asking each other, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's your 5-year plan? What's your 5-year plan? And it's funny because when I used to hear that, because I have been asked that before, not in a condescending or in a way that was rude, or they wasn't trying to come in my neck or nothing. They might have really been interested in trying to see my mind and what my ambition was and what I thought was important in life and where I was trying to go. I don't have a problem with that. My thing is, what does it matter what you bring to the table, or what does your 5-year plan matter if you don't want to spend your next 5 years with somebody, or if you don't want to have a seat at the table with that person? So in the dating stages, all of that, what you bring to the table stuff, I'm not sure if it's relevant. I'm not sure if it's important. I'm not even sure if you should entertain that. But I'm interested in hearing what y'all think about it. All right. Let me see. What up, L.A. Iverson? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. And Mango Wango. Never mind. All right. Okay. TK Wright says, I had a guy ask me that back in 2017. Oh, about the what I bring to the table and the 5-year plan relationship goals. That's what I'm saying. Like before you know what you want to, before you know how far you want to go with somebody, like would you entertain that? Like, I'm not sure if I would. Like, I don't know. Yo, is the video seeming choppy? Because something is off tonight. Is it me? Something is off. Something ain't right. Something is not right. There are a few things that aren't right, but something is weird. All right. V says dating has become much more robotic and less romantic. I can't disagree with that. I can't and I won't disagree with that. So Okay. All right. The video is good too. We clear. I mean, it looks clear on mine, but when I'm looking at myself talk, it almost looked like I was getting the Chinese movie effect. Well, you burned down my village. You killed my master. You're busy raping, killing, and murdering. And for that, you're going to have to pay. So, I think now, with the help of my brothers and the rest of the village, for your wickedry and treachery, grab your swords. It's time for us. What up, Wayne? What's going on, y'all, man? How y'all feeling, man? I mean, this show took so long to take off. I don't know. This is a lot of weird shit. Tonight. All right. But we talking about, do women need to bring something to the table? What do women need to bring to the, and because it seems like it's a woman thing. From what I'm talking, from what I hear, what I see on social media a lot of men are indicting women. Like, yo, they want us to pay for everything. They want us to hold down everything. They want us to protect them. They want us to always be there, be reliable, take care of their kids. If they had one, like, what are they bringing to the table? What are they bringing to the table? Why should my money match your money or beyond that? Like, what's up with that? Ricky B, what's good? What's good? Thanks for coming through, y'all. Appreciate it. Please just do me one little solid. Hit that like button as y'all come in here. Please hit the like button when you come through. I need that. You know what I mean? YouTube is they've been doing some weird things for like a week now. It was a week ago that they started they doing something. But yeah. Reese G. Can you do a full push-up? Yes, I can do a lot of them. Eric Yoder says, where you live at? I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Born and raised, Germantown. All right, Stacy White says, you can bring your best to the table. He can't see your value. You can bring your best to the table. He can't see your value. It don't matter. You mean if he can't see your value, it don't matter? Well, I mean, if he's asking you to bring something to the table or asking you what you bring to the table, I would think that whatever you bring to the table is what he would see as your value, right? If he's asking you the question about what you bring to the table. Now, we're not talking about a physical table. We're talking about a proverbial table. But, for some people, it might be a valid question. Like, yeah, what do you bring to the table? What do you have of worth? What are your assets? Do you have love? Do you have affection? Do you have ambition? Do you have stuff? Like, do you is your house furnished? Is it paid off? Are you behind on your bills? Are you bringing a lot of debt to the table? Or are you bringing receipts for paid? Are we in good standing with everything this month? Nothing is getting turned off. Nothing is getting terminated. You won't hear no trucks backing up on the block. This month. Y'all know how it go. You know how it go. You know what I'm saying? When you behind in your utility bills, you don't want to hear no truck backing up on the block, like peeping through the blinds, pulling back the curtains, like, oh, this ain't going to be good. This is not a good look. You know what I mean? But yeah, what do you bring to the table? Has anybody in here ever asked anybody that? Have you ever asked somebody what they bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? How does the stage get set for you to ask somebody what they bring to the table? That's what I'm curious to know. How does that work? How does that work? Okay. Okay. Ween says, do you ever think of leaving Philadelphia? Yeah, I've thought about it. I think about it often, actually. But there's some things I need to complete here before I can move out. I mean, I probably wouldn't move far, you know what I'm saying? Maybe out in the burbs a little bit, but I would have to choose my burb wisely because not that I love Philly anymore, you know what I mean? I mean, this is my home city, so I'll always love it, but it ain't the same as it used to be. Not at all. Okay. See, that's what I'm talking about, V. He says, weird. The only person in the chat was me until I refreshed. I didn't know who the fuck son was talking. I'm telling you, this app been acting crazy. It really has. And from what I understand, it's happening to other content creators too. But I mean, look, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Eric Yoda says, treasure every moment. You never know when it might be your last. Well, that's true. Shoot, I sure have learned that lesson this year. Sheesh. Eric Yoda says, open that cover up and no food. Wheesh. Ricky B, what's good? He said, this is interesting. Sometimes I think as a man, what do I bring to the table? I take good care of myself and I'm focused on my happiness. What do I have to offer? Well, I mean, you if you think outside the box, you may have a lot to offer. You know what I mean? Like everybody ain't rich and everybody's not on their way to being that. But do you work? Because whatever salary you make, you bring that to the table. Whatever ambition you have, you bring that to the table. You bring ideas to the table. You bring whatever God-given gifts you have to the table. You might bring humor to the table. Seriously, you have to think outside the box. Everything ain't about money. And that's the crazy thing about this whole what do you bring to the table thing. Everybody wants to talk about how much you have or what kind of income based things you're bringing to the table. But it's more than that, because the men that I know or that I've seen are bitching because some women only bring sex to the table. Like, besides sex, what do you bring to the table? And they're saying that women are intimidated by a man who is not gassed or easily manipulated by sex, because now she has to bring something real to the table. Well, what is she bringing real to the table? Is she bringing domestic qualities to the table? Because every man is not interested in a woman who can cook and clean and whatever. I mean, of course, we like a woman who keeps a nice house or can cook up a nice meal and all that kind of stuff. But that might not be all you want. Maybe you want a woman who is supportive. A lot of men don't have a woman who's supportive. They don't even know nothing about it. They don't know nothing about it. They don't know nothing about having a woman that they can talk to about their ideas, about their dreams, about their fears, about their past, about their thoughts about the future, about things that are important to them that might be out of the realm of the cookie cutter conversations that you hear on a daily basis or in your region. You know, a lot of men never had a woman that don't think that they corny if they listen to different kinds of music or are interested in different kinds of cultures, or maybe interested in improving themselves, or maybe read instead of watch videos all the time. A lot of men don't know what it's like to have a woman that has an open mind and is actually looking for a man that's well-rounded. They don't know nothing about that. So you might bring that to the table. They might bring that to the table. Understanding. an open mind, willingness. You know, these are not small things. This is major. Okay. V says YouTube is having a stroke tonight. All right. I think y'all getting it. I think y'all getting it. That's what's up. What up, Wisdom? Wisdom says men and women have different responsibilities. Both are unique, and hence qualities don't make sense. Women need education like a man. Man brings money, and women bring kids to the table. Okay. And he says, I mean, equality doesn't make sense between a man and a woman. Okay, I can agree with that. V says, if your involvement with someone relies on you determining their value or worth, then you should not be looking for a partner, but for yourself, in my opinion. Okay, I respect that. Stacy says sometimes they just want to know your business. You might be on to something there. V says, P.S. son, 100 YouTube having a story. Okay, I already read that. My bad. Ricky B says 100%. I can offer companionship, humor, and experiencing other interests. That's not a small thing. That's not a small thing. It seems like a small thing until you get with somebody who does everything the same way, which is consistent. That's a good word for that is consistency. But it might also mean narrow-mindedness, like not open to anything new, no new ideas. Have you ever messed with somebody? Have you ever been involved with somebody who never been anywhere and is afraid to go anywhere, doesn't want to go anywhere? You ever been with somebody who can't seem to escape the confines of their environment? So they only know how to think like the people they grew up with and the people that they live around. Well. Seka Sala, what's good? And they say, my grandmother used to tell my sister and girl cousins, I'm tired. Shouldn't be in a woman's vocabulary. Interesting. You know the old heads ain't play. Info spot 411 was good. Was good. Ricky B says, I really needed to hear it. Listen, man, look. When the reason I wanted to do this topic tonight, because it's one of those things I see it on social media all the time. I see it on, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? They got whole talk shows about this shit. What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? So I said, no, we gonna do it the right way. Because I don't, listen, man, I watch other stuff on YouTube. I watch content creators, and I look at the way that they structure their shit, and some of them have some good shit. But sometimes when I watch other people's shit, to me, it lacks depth. And the reason that I say that it lacks depth is because they try to control the narrative of what you think. And I ain't really with all of that. What you eat don't make me shit, and vice versa. So why should I try to control what you like or what you do? The only reason I would have to do that would be if I was trying to sell you something. And then later on, when we get t-shirts and paraphernalia, I'll try to do that. But for now, I'm not trying to sell you nothing. We're trying to dialogue. Like, this movement is about getting free. And when I say getting free, I'm not talking about like the confines of incarceration or a slavery situation, but you can enslave and incarcerate your mind. You can enslave and incarcerate your thinking. And I can't think of any worse incarceration or enslavement than that. Your mind should be free to go where you need it to go, as long as it's not going in a destructive path. So when somebody asks, what do you bring to the table? If they're only thinking about finances, I would suggest you get on up out of there. Real shit. So if you're looking for a chain or a watch or some rings or some jewelry, or you looking for a high-end phone or some rims or a car or like assets. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but I've always felt some kind of way about people talking about, well, you shouldn't have children until you are financially stable. Because what the fuck is financial stability? Really, can somebody help me out with that? What is financial stability? What is that? What's that? What is financial stability, y'all? What is financial stability? Please, someone help me out. Because I'm struggling with that. Because your financial stability all depends on how much you save and how much you spend. So, from what I know about having children, is that your love and responsibility for your children and your family situation will make you make a way. I don't care if you make minimum wage or if you are 7 figures, you will make a way. Also, if you are the type of person that can't keep no money in your pocket, when cash burns a hole in your pocket and the credit cards or the debit cards will burn your wallet, then you're never going to have money. And financial stability is out of the realm of possibility for you. Financial stability is about how much you spend and how much you save. That's what it is. But children should make you step your game up, not keep you the same or bring you or put you in a worse position. So when I hear people say, well, yeah, I've even heard people say, and tell me, let me know if y'all have ever heard this. People shouldn't date until they get their money right. I've heard that on social media. I ain't heard nowhere else in the world. I've never heard that nowhere else in the world. And you have to consider some of the places I've been in the world. I've been in mansions and I've been in the projects. Need I say more? I've been in penthouses. And I've been in basement apartments. I've been in rooming houses. I've been there. I ain't living either one of them. But I've been there. So, talking about you have to get your money straight before you can. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They didn't say dating. They said you shouldn't be thinking about sex if your money ain't right. So I was like, what is this? What are we tricking? Are we talking about a brothel? Because that in that situation, you're right. You ain't got enough money to buy no pussy. You shouldn't be getting none. Other than that, you mean to tell me, so if I just lost my job and I've been struggling for a while, then I shouldn't date. I shouldn't be I don't know. I know what they're saying and I don't know what they're saying. I know what they're saying and I don't know what they're saying. Do any of y'all agree with that? All right, hold on. Y'all talking. What up, Cheryl Halsey? And she says, my husband asked me to be a wife and a mother, always helped each other, have each other's back. That's what's up. Seka Sala says, financial stability is subjective. Happiness is the key in any type of relationship. And happiness is subjective too. Very, very subjective. TK Wright says, nothing like dating someone who makes money, great car, great house, great sex, but no sense of humor or zest for life. No traveling, no working out. Stacey says, sometimes men waste your time and sometimes they'll let you know real quick you're not good enough? Or do they ever like let you know right away that you the best thing that ever happened to them? I mean, could that happen? Sikasala says, man of the house and woman of the house. Everything else is BS. One of the other is bored or both. Okay. All right. I see what you're saying. Yeah, son. I see what you're saying. Manifest reality. I said manifest reality. Thanks for coming through. Yo, even if you don't got big salary. I know Valerie. She was a good one. Yo, she had good girls. Yeah, she had a good son. And brought a lot to the table. I'm talking no fable. She was an absolute truth, man. I got proof. Yo, she was somebody that you never want to let go. You know why? Because she had the flow. She would listen and she would wait to talk. And when she talked, she made a lot of sense. And that, hold on. And when she talked, she made a lot of sense. And I was intense. I felt like this was the absolute one. She was made, tailor-made for the boy, son. But you know, as time goes on, you learn that it's things that's out here that make you take a turn. Sometimes for the worse. Yeah, I was in a hearse because she was on drugs. And I was like, this is crazy and bugged. When I met her, she was clean as a whistle. But when later on, she was dirty and kind of flirty. And it hurt me to have to let her go. But sometimes you got to do that shit. And I think, you know, when things go bad, she brought a lot to the table. I was ready to eat and take another seat. But the thing ended tragic. And that shit went poof. Alakazam, like magic. All right. I'm sorry I made my man wait so long, man. I'm sorry. But I wanted to make sure, like, I gotta balance the show. And so after that last first caller, you know what I mean, I was like, all right, hold on. Let me get this thing back on track. You know, so many things have happened in this show. Please, y'all, hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Son 752. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. We are talking about, do women need to bring something to the table? And there's a reason that I'm asking if women need to bring something to the table. The reason that I'm asking if women need to bring something to the table is because if a man loves you enough, he ain't gonna give a fuck what you bring to the table. You know, if a man considers himself, like if he comes from a long line of providers, like, yo, if you got a wife or you got a woman, she shouldn't have to go to work. You go ahead, you work double time and make sure that she don't have to be out there scrambling or wanting for nothing. I mean, it's an old school way of thinking. But if that's the way that you were brought up, then that's the way you were brought up. And you're probably not going to break out of that thinking anytime soon. So I said so. Yeah. So he's not going, a man knows if he wants a woman or not. So does this what do you bring to the table thing even apply? Probably not in every situation. Probably not. Probably not. Sheesh. Manifest Reality says, I came in right on time and you said something about can't pay the bills with good looks. Each one of us has a position to hold down. Yes, the man leads and the woman needs the support. Okay. I ain't mad at that. I ain't no mad. Okay. So my man with the last number 7797. I apologize for making you wait so long, man. But please forgive me 1,000 pardons. On, man, I'm feeling like a real man should, man. I'm just trying to get it. I'm trying to get my sea legs.
I'm through it. I'm through it.
Is that who you? Oh my God. Yo, don't do it. Don't do it. Yo, I'm like this motherfucker here.
Look, I'm going to just bring, first and foremost, I like to say what's going on, and I hope everybody's prayed up and blessed by the best to the podcast family. I like to say what's going on to my brother, Son 752. Much love to you too, bro.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
Much love back.
I could have been anywhere, but I choose to be here with you. For that, I'm blessed, bro.
Man, I feel the love. Thanks.
You know what I mean? Let me break it down to you, man. First and foremost, I want to say this. When that question should never have to be asked, because when you courting, it shows when you bring it to the table. If that person asks you that question so early in the relationship, then that person needs to be left alone. Because visually, you should see what that person is bringing to the relationship. You know, first and foremost, this is going to be my first and foremost thing saying. First and foremost, if you have a child, he should be bringing, fatherly duties or making sure that he can be part of that child's life, even though he's not the father. Because when you take on a responsibility of a woman that has a child, you also have to take on that responsibility too, if you're that type of man. Okay. But at the end of the day, sometimes these women get caught up into the fantasies of music, where Babyface said, "I give good love, I'll buy your clothes, I'll cook your dinner too, as soon as I come home from work." And then after 7 says, "I give you the sun, the moon." What else? The sun, the moon, and whatever, and all in the mountains. I give you the world and all that you wish for. Just took everything that God has and just gave it to that one woman. And women want that. And I honestly think that YouTube is messing up relationships and making it hard on men, because today's women is looking at YouTube and they hear men say how other men should act. And then women come up with, "If you were a man," it's just saying of if you was a man. Or the most hated thing I hate today is I'm the queen, or I'm the catch. I mean,
well,
as if
hold on,
you're not worth shit.
Hold on. Now, speaking of I'm the catch, because a lot of women who have been asked what they bring to the table have said that they were the table. Well,
if you're using that as a sexual innuendo, then you're not bringing nothing to the table, because all of the only thing you are is a piece of ass.
Well,
I'm not talking about.
I'm not sure if they were saying that saying it in a sexual manner, but
so what are they saying? But see, men, we don't ask what you're bringing to the table.
Well, no, some men do. Plenty of men these days.
What do you think the percentage of that is?
You know what? I don't know, but because I see so many men co-signing this shit these days, and it could be just a social media thing. But the thing about social media is that you can see thousands of people out here in the streets. You're not going to see that many. You know what I mean? You don't have as big of a test sample. But there are plenty of men who agree that a woman should bring something to the table besides sex. So when a woman is saying that she is the table, basically what she's saying is what you said, basically saying that she's the catch. She's the one that, don't they say in the Bible, when a man finds a wife, he's found a good thing? So she looking at it like she looking at it like, well, I'm the good thing.
Well, the thing about it is that's the whole. We made a couple weeks ago. We both you said it and you brought it to the table and you brought it to the podcast that relationships is, before you get married, relationships are pretty much the audition for marriage. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if that's the case, when you come into dating. If you're going into dating just to be smutty buddies, then that's different. But if you're going into dating to court and to get this woman in your life, women shouldn't even have to ask a man what they bring to the table, because their actions show what they bring to the table. But when you have to ask that question, now all of a sudden, you're jumping a little bit farther ahead, because now how I feel about it is that you want to make sure that you're taken care of. You know, and instead of it being a joint relationship, you want it to be 100 to 0. You know, I remember this one guy said, I was looking, you know, you go through YouTube and you just look at something popped up on my YouTube page, and this guy said, there's never going to be a relationship where it's 50-50. Some relationships is 70-30. Some relationships are 80-20. Some are 90-10. Some are 100-1. At that point in time, that's when everybody comes together for the betterment of the relationship, to make sure we all got it. So you bringing something to the table, what I feel like a woman should bring to the table is love, understanding, intimacy, and even if she don't know how to cook, I can cook. I'm a chef for a living. But if you bring forth love, understanding, and respect, we can work through everything else. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well,
but all that up, let me let you say something.
Well, I was just going to say that there are a lot of, just like we was talking about earlier, there are a lot of different things that you might be able to bring to the table if you have an open mind. So having an open mind might be something that you can bring to the table. When I'm thinking that if somebody actually asks somebody what do they bring to the table, I'm thinking that they probably don't know each other that well. Because just like you were saying, a man's actions is going to show what he brings to the table. But you're probably only talking about material things and things that are pretty much tangible. You know what I mean?
Or can you pay my bills? Or can you pay my bills? You know, and stuff like that. You know, that's the thing about it. You know, stop. I tell my daughters this. One thing about I was trying to tell my daughters, and I told my nieces the same thing. Never always put yourself in a position where the only thing you need a man for is companionship. Because when you get into the realms of needing them for more than that, and you become needy, all of a sudden, it gets to the point where there's problems. But if you got your own shit, you don't have to play that game of, I need him. The only thing I need you for is companionship and love. If you can give me that, we can work this out. Mm-hmm. You know, because at the end of the day, if a woman, I told my daughters that, I said, listen, when a man see that you got everything in line, they'll come to you. The good ones come to you. But if you ain't got anything in line and they feel as though you're going to depend on them, then they're going to have you kissing their ass.
Well, okay.
Some men. Let's say some.
Well, listen, I don't see anything wrong with anybody making sure that they are in a position to be able to keep a roof over their head, a car to drive, money in their pocket, be able to shop, go out and, you know, have dinner or whatever, take care of your kids, dress nice, whatever. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with always keeping yourself in a position to do that. But somehow I think that that's just being an adult. I don't see anything wrong with bringing that part to the table, because to me that only spells responsibility, and responsibility might be something you bring to the table. Now, for somebody who doesn't know you well, they probably don't want to hear that until they get to know you well. And then they can see the value of how you carry yourself and how you handle your business. You understand what I'm saying? So you know, with this whole what do you bring to the table thing can you might set the table with a whole lot of different plates and utensils, and even even table ornaments, depending on who's asking the question and how you take it personally. But you know, even without somebody asking you what you bring to the table, if you like somebody a lot, more than likely you're going to try to show them what you can do. You're going to try to get you whatever you think is going to attract yourself to somebody else. You're probably going to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Without them asking you what you bring to the table. So you might already bring things to the table without being asked what you bring to the table. So when a woman likes a man, and y'all can talk about this in the chat too. I'll read y'all answers out loud. What are some of the things that a woman does when she wants to be with a man? What will she show a man about herself that she wants him to latch on to? I'm talking to you, Troy.
Well, me personally, I think you're talking.
I'm talking to everybody, but I'm talking to you.
Yeah, but I think that what a woman would do, they would sometimes when y'all go out, they will pick up the check, or they'll invite you out to dinner, or they'll invite you out to drinks, or they'll invite you over for dinner if they like you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because it's certain things they would do. Your birthday coming up, they find out it's your birthday. They might go get you a little something.
Okay.
Go get you a cologne that they would like to put on because they like that smell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things like that.
You're going in the right direction.
Put a couple of hours in the car for you or something, just to say, I'm just thinking about you. So the small things. Like one thing about it, us as men, when women do things for us, them small things mean a lot to us. You don't have to do nothing major for us in the beginning, because really, what we're looking for anyway.
What's that?
So at the end of the day, them little small things like let's get some dinner. I'll pick that check up. I got you. Or let's go to a movie. I got you. Or I got tickets to a play. I got an extra ticket. You want to come with me?
Okay, those
small things. Them small things that a woman can show that they're interested in you means a lot. Even just a compliment. Mm-hmm. You're handsome today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I was thinking. I was thinking about a few other things, like when a woman has her eyes on a man, and she's trying to get her hooks into him, and separate herself from other women, because that's something that's important to women. Like one thing women hate is when they're compared to your exes or any other woman that you may have had your eyes on. So they normally want to do some things that set them apart, some things that are exclusive in their attraction to you. Things like, hey, did you eat today? They might call you at work. Like, yo, did you eat anything today? And you might be like, well, nah, you know what? I had to skip breakfast this morning or whatever. And next thing you know, she's showing up at your job. Meal, good shit too, hot. You know what I mean? Knows what you like. You know what I'm saying? She might do something like that, or she might do something that might really like freak you out or something like that. Like y'all go to the movies, or something like that. She wears skirt and lets you know she ain't got no panties on. You know what I mean? Some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we gonna go in the park after the movies, and we gonna talk for a little while. Wink, wink. You know what I mean? Shit like that. They know.
But see, that's the thing about it though. If she separates herself from the pack like that, is that the type of separation you want?
You talking about me? Yeah.
Anything as a man, we'll take it however we want to take it. But at the end of the day, if she separates herself how can I put it? Let me say it. She's not putting herself in a position to be court. She's doing the courting, but she's going to courting with her ass.
Well,
separating herself in a different way. To me, if you're going to separate yourself, I mean, if you're going to throw some ass out there, yes, I'll take it. Anybody take it. But if you really separating yourself as a woman, right, and you want that man to respect you a little bit more, you know, the dinners and, you know, plays or something, or a comedy show, so things like of that nature will be a great beginning of a person, of a woman doing things for a man. Letting that man know, look, you ain't got to always do for me. I can do for you too.
Well, you know, listen. Everybody, they talk about love languages, and some people have different love languages. For me personally, like, now I'm not saying. First of all, let me make something perfectly clear. I'm never offended by any sexual activity. Like, so
I'm not saying that either.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to listen. I learned one thing. I learned a lot. Hold on a second. This is one thing I learned a long time ago. You know what I mean? There is no way that I'm going to make a woman feel bad for giving me what I wanted in the first place. So you ain't never going to become loose or a hoe or none of that shit. Cause you gave me some ass. Like, I'm going to be thankful. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, I mean, and plus in that scenario, that may not have been the first time y'all ever did it. But she's letting you know, number one, that she's very attracted to you, and and she may be letting you know that she appreciates, like, she thinks that you make her feel good too. So she's, you know what I mean? Right. She ready. You know what I mean? Plus, you grown. You know what I mean? Like, listen, after I turn 18, I'm not waiting for no ass. I'm sorry. I don't even respect it. Now, that just might be me, but I'm not waiting no more. You got 3 weeks or 21 days, whichever one comes first. You ain't got to wait. After that, I ain't saying that we won't do it, but I won't be waiting no more. You know what I'm saying? You got 3 weeks or 21 days. But what I'm saying is, but all I'm really trying to establish is that when you talk about what you bring to the table, there may be certain things that you're going to do to show what you're bringing to the table. Like, what you might be bringing to the table is creativity. What you might be bringing to the table is sensuality. What you might be bringing to the table is you may be bringing your education to the table. You might be bringing patience to the table. You might be bringing tolerance to the table. You might be bringing kindness, decency. You may be bringing a lot of things. The bottom line is there are certain things that a man will do to separate himself from other men and to make himself the first choice. And women will do the same thing. So, but the things that a woman will do, women are way more creative with the shit that they do than men are. I know they're more creative than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I could use some help in the romance department, but okay. Let me. One time I was in when I was in college, and I was messing around with this chick, and she bought me a card. She gave me this greeting card, and I'm like, what the hell was this? I ain't know what the hell was going on, and it said on the outside of the card, on the envelope, it said, "You are cordially invited to," and I'm like, now, mind you, I'm 21 years old. You know what I mean? I'm only 21 years old, so I'm like, man, we ain't going to no function. I ain't getting dressed up. You know what I mean? I'm on campus. I ain't, you know. And when I opened up the letter, it on the outside it said, "You are cordially invited to," and when you opened up the letter, it said, "Fuck the shit out of me."
Damn.
By the way, she was only 18. You know what I'm saying? So, out of anybody else that I was messing with, guess what stood out to me?
What?
Her. You know what I mean? That shit was different. You know what I'm saying? That shit was different. And she gave me something that I would not forget. Because her presentation was on some other shit. Now, we was already messing around, but look what she did. You know what I mean? She gave me a good little mind fuck amongst others. You know what I mean? But that was some thorough shit. That was some thorough shit. And
can't get any thorough than that.
Yo, that was some, like I said, I'm 21. I'm not thinking nothing like this. You're cordially invited to fuck this shit. I was like, get the hell out of here. For me, I'm like, damn. And look, she uses vulgarity. This is great. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because back then, you know, I was a lot kinder and gentler with my words, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so
whole different story then.
Yeah. So what she brought to the table is something. It was definitely creative. It was definitely sensual, but she separated herself from everybody else. She wasn't the only woman who ever did anything nice for me, but she, you know, that was decent. That was some thorough shit. I was like, somebody grandmother must have told her to do that shit. You know what I mean? Because like, yo, baby, this is how you get them. And this is how you keep them. 21 at that? I was 21. She was 18. She's a young John.
She doing that?
Yeah. I mean, like, you got to be kidding.
Yeah, unless you seen that shit in a movie or a TV show.
However she got it.
But however she did it.
She put that on. She put that. Shit. That was fly. It was fly as shit. Yeah, it didn't cost. I mean, I don't know how much she paid for that letter. $3, $4. I don't know. We talking about 1991. But she won. She won. That was a clear victory. You know what I mean? That was a walk-off touchdown. No time left.
No, man, no, that was a shit grand slam.
Yeah. So
you rounded all the bases.
She cleared
home base.
She retired the side, baby. But yeah, but you know, like, so when you talk about what a woman needs to bring to the table, if you're thinking outside the box and she's thinking outside the box, then y'all might be bringing more to the table than you ever would have thought of before. Like, this thing could be a beautiful thing. But if you don't know a person and you just worried about, you know, like, I don't know, what's your financial portfolio looking like? Do you invest in stocks? Do you invest in anything? You know, do you have a trust fund? Do you have things set up for your children? Like, all right, that's all nice. It sounds great. But you know there's nothing better that I know of than being able to talk to your woman, relate to your woman, and have the support of your woman. And that's some shit to bring to the table. Now, I don't know if that's something that you can verbalize about, well, this is what I bring to this is what I bring to the table, or this is what you bring to the table. But that's probably something that probably won't even be an issue if you're not interested in that person on that level anyway. The only reason you should be concerned about what somebody brings to the table is if you see yourself having a future with them. Other than that, we don't even have to talk about what you bring to the table because we're not sitting at the table together. You know what I mean? We can just set up a couple of chairs, no table. And we can sit side by side or we can sit face to face, but we don't need a table. We ain't putting nothing on here. So, you know.
Yeah, but just like I said, her actions showed you what she was bringing to the table. She was bringing the thought of being spontaneous. That's one thing she brought to the table. You know what I mean? and that was a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Because like you said, y'all was already involved with one another.
Mm-hmm.
But that one thing right there opened your eyes to something different, because you thinking that you get ready to go to you got to get dressed up or something and this, that, and the other. You got to do shit.
I was closed-minded as shit. And I was going to go to a party that night. Now, fuck that party. I'm going to a party, all right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She basically put a bow on a present I already had. Yeah. I was like, yo, this... like, I never noticed this switch on the side. You see what this do? But yeah, so, I don't know. Dating these days and relationships these days are a lot different than they may have been before. Just because of the way that we date now and the way that we see each other and the way that we interact with each other.
Oh, my fault, son. Here you go. I'm the prize.
I'm the prize. Oh, yeah.
I'm the prize.
Oh.
I'm the fucking prize.
She's conceited. She got a reason. Well,
oh my God.
Well, man. If you can get away with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. If
you can get away with it, then I'm sure.
But I told this girl, I was at the barbershop one time, this girl was like, I'm the prize, I'm the prize. I said, but all prizes ain't good prizes. Like, I like eating Cracker Jacks, but I damn sure don't, the prize ain't gonna last that long out of a Cracker Jack box. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Every prize is not a good prize. How you conduct yourself and how you respect me, that makes you even more of a prize. All that other shit. Like I said, YouTube is brainwashing women thinking they're the prize when you're not the prize. And you get on here and you listen to men say, well, men should be doing that. You hear women say the same thing about women. But they don't, everybody say what they're saying, but nobody following the norms. Everybody want to be, a man should do this, a man should do that, but what the fuck are you supposed to do as a woman?
Well,
as a woman, what do you do? Not that you just don't lay on your back and screw.
Yeah.
The same way you giving me pussy, I'm giving you dick. What's the difference?
That's absolutely true. A lot of people don't see it that way though. But the thing is, there's a difference between bringing sex to the table and bringing love to the table.
Right.
And love comes in different forms for different people. But love is one of those things that you could actually bring to the table, but you probably can't verbalize it. Like, how you gonna tell somebody, I'm gonna love you better than anybody else has? You're probably not gonna be able to just tell somebody that, but you can sure as hell show them, and they can sure as hell feel it, down the line. So by the time,
one thing I try to tell people, son, and I tell people that just get in relationships and everything, and how you started. If you can't start giving caviar and then turn back and give sardines. You can't. There's no turning back. My brother-in-law, he had went out there and he bought his fiance a $7,000 engagement ring. Man, I think it was 18. I said, you bought an $18,000 engagement ring and y'all don't even have a house yet? I said, because now she's looking for the wedding band to be more expensive than the engagement ring. Because that's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sit up here and get a $7,000 engagement ring and then get a $300 wedding band. No, I got it. Okay, you got it. Now you're spending $20,000 on a wedding band.
Yeah.
Don't make sense. You understand what I'm saying? You can't you can't spoil them. And then when you're not able to spoil them, fall back from doing the small things. You know, that's the whole thing about it. And that's on both parts. You know what I mean? You can't separate from somebody, right? And then when you separate from them, you want them to do the husband part or the man part, but you're not doing the wife part or the woman part. Mm-hmm. Meaning intimacy. So I still want you to give me money for bills. I still want you to do this. I still want you to do that. But I still want you to fuck. Mm-hmm. That's how it goes. Because once you stop doing your womanly duties and you asking me to do my manly duties, you're allowing vulnerabilities to kick in for that man, and you don't want that. Because in the words of the song go, because I will attack, and you don't like that.
You guys chill. You gotta chill.
I'm serious. You don't play games. You know what I mean? You know, you cannot do that. When it comes to certain situations, when it comes to relationships, regardless of anything. And I also advise men, don't tell women why your other relationship broke up. Yeah. There should never be a discussion about other relationships in the beginning because they'll use that against you. Mm. A woman, if you tell a woman, she said, well, why you broke up with your other girlfriend? Because you're such a nice guy. Well, I don't like Coke. So every time we get in an argument, that bitch just sit up here and go buy a Coke, put it in the refrigerator, put it upstairs in the bathroom, put it in the cabinet, put it in the bedroom. Why the fuck will I got all this fucking Coke? So when you get an argument with her, what do you think she gonna do? Put Coke everywhere. Just to piss you the fuck off. Because you told her what gets underneath your skin.
I don't know. Even though I think I would encourage everybody to always use their brain, but I would never encourage anybody to get into listen. But I would never encourage anybody. Yeah. I would never tell anybody to love with their brain. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is, a lot of times when people love with their heart, they wind up getting hurt or disappointed because, their expectations are in a place where somebody else may not be able to deliver or may be unwilling to deliver, So the thing is, when you, as far as I'm concerned, when you ask somebody what they bring to the table, you're kind of asking them for a mental relationship because you're already taking charge, or taking control of a situation and asking somebody what their contribution is instead of seeing what they would contribute based on the energy that y'all have for each other. But I still contend that if somebody asks you what you bring to the table, it's probably because you don't know them very well, and y'all are already getting off to this thing sort of blind, maybe not totally blind, but blind in relation to how other people who have established a relationship in more intimate or more of a bonding type of way. Right. But I do believe that women should bring some things to the table. They just may not be required to bring financial things to the table. But that's not to say that they can't bring certain financial things to the table as well, because assistance is assistance and help is help. So in a marriage situation, if a man loses his job and he doesn't have an income, the wife might have to hold it down for a little while. You know what I mean? She might have to make a contribution. And so it's not a bad thing by any stretch of the imagination, but this is where you might find yourself being. Let me see.
what
Hold
you're
on.
talking
In the
about.
chat, Swing Nut says, "Brother, you are better than them. It took me a long time too." But yeah, so there's a reason why people like dogs and cats. Real shit. There are reasons why people like dogs and cats because they don't have to be told to love you every day. They don't have to be told to be attentive to you every day. They don't have to be told to follow you around and be enthusiastic and listen to you, whatever. They might not be able to talk back to you, but they'll listen. And, and when you can find your pet and your mate, you've done some shit. But that pet mentality or those pet attributes might be what a woman brings to the table. But you're going to have to be worthy of it, and you're going to have to be able to recognize it. When you're looking for only one thing, you might be looking for a 50-50 deal. You out here looking for somebody to, pay half the cable, the security, the rent, the utilities, apps on your phone, stuff like that. You might be looking for somebody to share your world with. You'll share your life with. But you might be getting something better than that. But you could also cancel yourself out of getting that because your eyes are on a different prize. Right. You have something that you can redeem. You got long-term rechargeable batteries in a woman, and you looking for just a regular Duracell or Energizers.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So, but there are a lot of different things that a woman can bring to the table. But if a man loves a woman enough, or if he's really, really feeling her, he's probably not going to be all that concerned with what she brings to the table, which could be detrimental, though. That can be a big mistake. Sometimes, hey, when you love a person, you sometimes excuse their behavior or their misgivings. Or sometimes you convince yourself.
What you just sat up here and said is that's the fucked up part, because people take your kindness for weakness, and when you forgive them and you keep forgiving them, it gets to the point where you feel as though they don't respect you, because they lose some respect because you're not being the man, or you're not acting like a nigga. You acting like a gentleman. You like, listen, we can get past this. If every time we can get past this, we can get past this, we can get past this, that person's gonna keep doing the same shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at some point in time, if you keep allowing it, they're gonna keep doing it. And to the point where I always say this, women, men and women, both of us have memory Rolodexes in our head. Like when negative shit go on, when you get in an argument or something goes on in that relationship, you take that piece of, you got all these portions in your brain, but there's a portion in your head that you put that memory Rolodex in. Mm-hmm. A piece of paper, or I'm gonna say this for later on because I know you're gonna do some stupid shit. And as soon as you bring up with that woman, you did this. Well, then she goes on memory Rolodex. Remember 2 years ago, you did this? I'm like, 2 years ago? You can forgive me for that shit? Well, I still remember. I forgave you.
Well, hopefully you get a woman who isn't bringing selective memory or revenge to the table. Because we don't need none of that.
Listen, son, I'm telling you from the door, I honestly think there's 95% have that memory Rolodex and has that in their head. I haven't heard a man go through something with a woman that they haven't brought up that they did.
Yeah.
Even if it's something that's petty as, remember last week you ain't put the toilet seat down?
Facts.
Oh, so that means you're not coming to the house till 3, 4 in the morning, huh?
Hold on, I want to hear what I want to hear what you think about Swing Nut, who gave a couple of a few super chats, and I want to thank you. I want to thank you so much, Swing Nut, for these super chats. But he said women are awful today. I don't blame a brother for being like him. Now he said we were talking about the why people like cats, and he says he has a dog and a cat. And I think he's responding to when I said to him in the chat that it's hard to have dogs. It's hard to have pets and not feel loved. And but me and you were talking about how you might have a woman who might love you like your pets do. Mm-hmm. And he's saying that no, it doesn't happen. But I think it does happen. I know it can happen. You know, one thing that's disheartening is when you're a decent person and you have trouble making people or getting people to be decent towards you.
Preach. I'm ready. Listen, I'm ready to turn on the gospel song and let you say that shit again.
I mean, that's a tough thing.
That's the worst, son. It's like this, right? Mm. When you thorough, and you try your best to be thorough to other people, and you show them respect, and you sit back and you do everything in your power to let them know, look, I'm there for you. You don't even have to know that person. You can just meet that person. Like when I get in Uber cars, right, and people beeping the horn and everything, this and other, I say, my man, don't even worry about it. Because if somebody pull up on the side of us, they ain't got no gun. If you fighting, I'm fighting with you. We gonna fuck somebody up. Because see, my theory is this. We come first impressions, if it don't mean anything, it mean a lot to me. You know what I mean? A first impression can make you, like the first impression I got from you turned you into my brother. Mm-hmm. So first impressions make you overly protective of certain people. You know what I mean? And first impressions can also tell you if that person's an asshole. And so, and through doing comedy, we found a lot of assholes, bro. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is, even in relationships and even in that type of thing, you sit up here and you meet a person, and their first impression, you think they thorough as shit. But then when you talk to them on the phone, I remember the girl that the promoter for the comedy show was talking to, and I said, I tried to talk to her before. I went to her house and everything. And the fucked up thing is, I'm talking to the girl on the phone, and I was telling her, she was like, well, I said, I like to buy girl shoes and go to the store, buy them some clothes and stuff. I said, well, I go to Bare Feet. I go to the store. Remember the shoe store, Bare Feet?
Yeah, I definitely do. Yeah.
I said, yeah, I go to Bare Feet, I get your shoe size, go pick up a couple pair of shoes for you, match the outfit. She said, well, I don't go to Bare Feet, I go to Macy's and this, that, and other. I said, well, your ass gonna be barefoot, not fucking with me then. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're not gonna find men that's willing to go outside their realm and go shopping, or when they go outside, or when they go outside, they thinking about themselves, they thinking about you too. Shit, I'm getting some sneaks. Let me get her some sneaks. Or I'm getting some sneaks. Let me pick up something. I'm getting some needs. Let me get her some needs. There's women out there that don't do that. They think about themselves and they think about the kids. And the fucked up thing is that we just quoted the scripture in the Bible that said, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. But also in the Bible, people don't understand that the husband comes before the mother, and the husband comes before the mother, and the husband and the wife comes before everybody else other than God. Mm-hmm. I come before the kids, but women don't want to hear that. You come before our kids. Mm. People, they don't have an understanding of the shit. They can, like a lot of women, some women, and I'm not saying all women, because there's some women out there, like, I don't understand. My cousin, he found women, and I call them gumps because he do whatever he wanted to. Treat them like shit. You know, then you find a woman and you treat them like a queen, and then they treat you like shit. And then you say to yourself, well, maybe I need to be like him and treat them like shit. But then you check yourself and say, that's not my upbringing. That's not who I am. I'm not gonna change me to benefit what they've done to me and hurt another female if I'm trying to move on to somebody else. I'm not gonna let that person that fucked my heart up get the privilege of me taking that to another relationship.
Okay.
Because then when you go to another relationship, that's all you're going in there with red flags, like you a motherfucking referee in the NFL. Every time you see one, you're gonna throw a red flag. Well, I've seen this shit before.
See, here's the thing. You will waste a lot of time and a lot of emotional energy waiting for somebody to treat you better out of guilt or out of time. People do what works for them. And unfortunately for some people, for a lot of people, the wrong thing works every time. You know what I mean? Lying works, cheating works, deception works. You know, being mean works. Nobody ain't saying nothing. Nobody checking them, and people still are coming through, giving gifts, and nobody's complaining to the degree that's going to force me to change. But yeah, if you are in a relationship with somebody, and you know they showing love or whatever, or let me put it this way: if you're in a relationship with somebody and they have been mistreating you, or at least not treating you in the way that you've asked to be treated or that you want to be treated, especially if you verbalized it, if you've communicated like, listen, I really like to be treated this way, or it offends me when I'm treated that way, and they decide to keep treating you in the ways opposite that you wanted to be, that you asked to be treated or that you want to be treated, they're not going to have an epiphany one day and just decide to start treating you better. That's not going to happen. But the thing is, sometimes we may spend our energy thinking and wholeheartedly believing that one day, if we work harder ourselves and keep our mouths shut, then yeah, they'll see the good in this and they'll change.
Well,
it ain't gonna happen.
Well, see, this is when we sit back and we revert back to what we said weeks ago. See, one thing about your podcast, son, is that I always remember when we had conversations before. And some things that we talk about now reverse back to conversations we had back then, because this also reverts back to the upbringing and how that woman that used to be a girl seen her mother treatment. And her mother asking her man, what you bring to the table? Or her mother thinking, putting in her head, you're the prize, baby. You're the prize. Or she walk around telling her husband, I'm the prize. Or you walk around with you implanting so much negativity in the female head, instead of you planting negative, but you're not installing love. If you install love, right, if women start installing the negative part of how they treat their man to their daughters and installing love, today's women won't be so hostile and quick to jump and quick to argue over some of the most pettiest things. If I'm going through my shit and I'm going through my emotion and I'm going through a depression, I don't need you to tell me nothing negative about me. When this is not about you, this is about me. Slow your shit down. Cater to me for a minute. Because when you go through your shit, I make it my business to make sure you're catered to. You know what I mean? And a lot of women don't do that. You know, some women just don't. They keep that motherfucking L turned around. They turn that W around to me, and they forget all about we. And they walk through life like that, and they get dogged out. That's why you got so many women out there having kids by this person, kids by that person, kids by that person, because they done dogged out every damn man.
Well, you know, if you know, there are a few things that can happen in this realm. Like, you know, as I was listening to what you were saying, I'm thinking to myself, I'm having visions of that mother who refused to bring a man around the kids unless he was super serious about her to the point where he was going to marry her. You know what I mean? So she kind of, and never bringing a man around, they never saw their mom be in a healthy relationship or any type of relationship. So they didn't really get an experience or an example of of how a man and a woman are supposed to treat each other, or how they work out their differences, because they're going to be differences. It's how you work out your differences. You don't have to agree on everything, but you have to be willing.
You just got to find a common ground.
Well, you have to be willing to work it out with somebody. You know, if I swear, man. One thing this girl taught me back in high school that never left me. It was just simple, plain language. You know, she said to me, she said, "Is we a is or is we a ain't?" And that shit blew my mind, because I didn't really realize that I wasn't playing around with her, but I wasn't being straightforward. She was looking for an answer, you know, like, are we doing this or are we not? You know, do I have your
Tom and Jerry that morning? She was looking at Tom and Jerry.
She was about a
Yeah.
year or two older than me. You know what I mean? I was 16 and she was either 17 or 18. But she put it in the simplest of terms. It was like, do I have your phone number for homework, or do I have your phone number to see you? Shit or get off the pot.
Yeah, because I know for a fact, like when I first started talking, I was talking to this girl in high school. I was trying to court her, so I had a Sixers hat, right? And I was working after school, so she like, I like the Sixers hat, Troy, I like that. So I went out and bought her one. So when I turned back around, it was one time I went past her house in the center. We was talking. She was like, I wouldn't mind talking to you or being in a relationship with you, but it's like you try to buy me. I said, I try to buy you. I said, see what you're doing is you're looking at me trying to buy you. No, instead of looking at me as a person that's saying, listen, I'm here for you, even if your mom not here for you, or even if your pop don't have it. If I got it, I'm gonna be here for you. I'm not trying to buy you. I could never buy you.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I ain't making that much money after school at this job anyway. But if I can do small things for you, appreciate it.
Right.
But see, when you didn't see I respect what you just said. You know, the woman that didn't bring the man home, and this, that, and the other. I mean, because at the end of the day, I don't think, that's a good parent, a good mother, but at the end of the day, it scars the daughter and it scars the kids because they never had an opportunity to see that.
Well, and okay, so you might have the mom that hides her boyfriend, or you might have the mom who has men in her life but treats them all like shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look.
It's not a good look.
And I'm thinking like maybe, hold on, maybe somebody should have asked her what she brings to the table besides her lip turned up all the time, besides a bunch of complaints, besides entitlement, besides a bunch of bills and a bunch of unrealistic expectations. Maybe somebody should ask her what she brought to the table. But listen, man.
Yeah.
But listen, it's 4:11 in the morning. The only reason we've even gone this far is because we started a little late.
I just want to ask you one question.
I hope it's a one-word answer.
Did you ever go to see a podcast called Angry Man?
Angry Man, no.
Well, tonight I went on Angry Man. I was waiting for your page to open up, so I was going on podcasts. And sometimes I would go by this boy Angry Man.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out he's a Trump supporter.
Right. Okay, yeah.
So I'm sitting here and I'm listening to him talk bad about Kamala, and I'm sending messages to him, but he's not answering my messages. The only message he answered, and he lied to me about that, he was 75 years old. I know he's not 75. But it got to the point where he had to close. What is it when your text messages can't come through? That means that the person that's working for your podcast shut that person out of the podcast. So he shut me out of his podcast because he didn't want to answer my question.
Yeah, they do that. A lot of content creators do that shit.
You know, and I'm just only asking one question: is Donald Trump racist?
Yeah,
just answer the question.
Yeah, that was gonna make him mad. He's definitely not answering that.
And I just kept typing it in. Is Donald Trump racist? Is Donald Trump racist? Answer the question. See, like I said to you, I wish I had a megaphone. I should have bought a megaphone because I'll be down 15th and Market screaming out that bastard.
Well, look, man, we got to get on up out of here. It's 4:13. We got to go. But I appreciate you coming through as usual.
Yeah, man. Yeah, most definitely. Love you, bro.
Love you too, man. You have a good night. And I'll holler at you later.
You too. Be safe.
All right. Good looking.
90 seconds.
Appreciate the brother as always. All right, y'all. Listen, first of all, in advance, I want to thank all of y'all for coming through. Swing nut, damn. You said, oh my God, Swing nut, you gotta chill. Y'all Aussies be wildin', man. Listen, I want to thank you. You know what I mean? You gave me all of those super chats, and I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you. Yes, I do. You think that I don't? When I know I do. I appreciate you coming on by. I appreciate your dialogue. Appreciate you being fly. I appreciate the things that you try. I appreciate anybody who really, really tries. And I can see it in your eyes, even though I can't see it in your eyes. I'd rather be seeing it through the eyes that I can't see than through the lies that I can see and identify. Yeah, everything's gonna be all right. And you know why? Because community is growing and the whole involvement is really showing. I appreciate everybody who came through, and I really, really appreciate you. Thanks, my brother. Peace, y'all. All right, so let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious October 23rd, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Yolanda Reed, happy birthday to you. And also Daryl Monroe, known as Simply D. He's a comedian. He's a good one. And happy birthday to you, my brother. And Levita Cameron, happy birthday to you. And also Christina De La Cruz and Anita Daly. And also Yolanda Wembley. Go get her, my girl Yolanda Wembley. Happy birthday to you. And Nellie Barber and Cat C Baby. Last but not least, Catsy Baby. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious October 23rd, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. I rock out, rock on it, do the damn, the rock out, rock on it, do the damn, rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and understand. Yo, go hard, go for yours, and understand. When you find a woman or a man, and that's the one for you, I know that you can feel like that you can conquer the world. When a man meets a woman or a girl that he knows that's going to turn his world upside down in a good way. And I think I should say that he really has found a good thing. What's he bringing to the table, though? Yo, what's up, King? Well, a king needs a queen, and when you think about what a queen really means to the whole kingdom and the whole village, are we going to do this thing right, or will we pillage and take everything out of the houses and start subtracting and start acting like we are the only ones in the world that count? Yo, you gotta love us, so you got things in large amounts. I say that it's time for us to change and switch things around and rearrange to the point where we can get better. So start the improvement and join the movement. All right, y'all. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night with another Daily Go Getimism show. I appreciate y'all coming through. I know that YouTube is playing around with me. They've been playing around with my numbers. They've been playing around with my numbers, but I want to thank y'all for coming through and keeping them respectable. You know what I mean? So however it goes, whether there's only 10 of us in here or whether it's 10,000 of us in here, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I appreciate your contribution. Please hit that like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. My man, Yosef L. Bay. Thanks for coming through, my G. Appreciate you, my dude. You know. All right, so time for me to disrobe. Y'all know how it goes when I'm trotting the globe, and I'm about the clock going out. Let me take the necklace off of you because we about to be out. And I'm glad that you came on by. I appreciate you coming on through and being fly. And you're all fly. Even if I can't see your face, you fly because you got the right kind of space. All right, y'all. Let me get Blog Talk. Let me get you out of here. Yeah. Get them out of here. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Peace, y'all. All right.